So guys, can you see this was in 2012 when they were saying, oh, good luck should not remove a subsidy. Corruption was a problem then. But what has happened now? We tried to remove fuel subsidy, but APC chair Adams Oshomole opposed it, says Atiku Abubakar. Former vice president and presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the 2019 presidential election, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has accused the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress (APC), Comrade Adams Oshomole, of opposing his attempt to phase out fuel subsidy when he was vice president under the Olusegun Obasanjo presidency between 1999 and 2007, and Oshomole was president of the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC). Atiku, who took to his Twitter handle at Atiku to make the clarification on Saturday evening while responding to a tweet by his media aide, Mr. Paul Ibe, who initially raised the point, however, said the administration managed to phase out diesel subsidy despite Oshomole's opposition. The Obasanjo government in which I served commenced a phased subsidy withdrawal. I was asked with negotiating with NLC chairman and current APC chairman who stood strongly against it, Atiku wrote. Nonetheless, we achieved 2 phases of subsidy removal of fuel and complete withdrawal of subsidy of diesel before we left office. The Obasanjo government in which I served commenced a phased subsidy withdrawal. I was tasked with negotiating with then NLC chairman and current APC chairman who stood strongly against it. For the avoidance of doubt, the Obasanjo administration embarked on a regime of subsidy removal, but the former NLC chairman frustrated the effort. Even at that, the Obasanjo government achieved some measure of subsidy removal before their exit in 2007. Atiku's aide, Mr. Ibe, had noted earlier in a tweet via his Twitter handle at Omolankiki that for the avoidance of doubt, the Obasanjo administration embarked on a regime of subsidy removal, but the former NSC chairman frustrated the effort. Even at that, the government achieved some measures of subsidy removal before their exit in 2007. The first subsidy regime has remained a controversial issue in the country, with billions of naira spent yearly on it. In 2012, former President Goodluck Jonathan announced its total removal, an action that jacked up fuel pump price to 96 naira per litre, but he was forced to reverse the decision following continued protests by civil society groups. Upon coming to power, President Muhammadu Buhari announced partial withdrawal, which again moved pump price to 145 naira in 2016. So guys, in as much as we see have to say that PDP did not even do well, all that, but when you compare what PDP did now, that people were complaining, you cannot even compare it with what is happening, because impunity of the highest order. Somebody was saying, oh, why will Atiku be saying that who was what's it called, Shomole, that will now oppose them not to do the this thing. I think people have forgotten they cried even during Goodluck Jonathan. It was so high then. Maybe those who were not even following politics or following what is happening, you can imagine the civil society, majority of them, they did not even know what is obtainable. So what are they really up to? They will come out when they call themselves civil society. Is that what they are supposed to be doing? Are they not supposed to know better? That means they are half-baked. And the same people, that is to tell you that during the PDP time, there is what they call rule of law, which they always follow. If the masses come out, you could see that time, now even Obasanjo, as tough as Obasanjo was then, they still allow people to protest. They still allow people to do a lot of things. But these days, can you protest without you being harassed or intimidated? Do people even come out to protest now, that you want to protest against the government these days? It was a free fall during Obasanjo's time. It was a free fall during Jonathan's time. That one was even worse. People were just coming out, calling him all manner of names. He didn't even answer anybody, let alone he wanted to arrest anybody. But can you try it in this dispensation? The same people who abuse the previous government. Now they are criticizing them. They can't take it. Before you know it, they will tell you, police will tell you they cannot fold their arms. To look people or looking at people who will be insulting the president. They are looking at the body language of the president. If the president does not like it, will he not make a statement that, oh, leave them, they are free to talk. They are the ones that put us here. A really patriotic and a democratic a person will say that. But what will they do? Because they love it. You see the way and manner at which this Loretta has been speaking. Do you think they don't know about it? They know about it, but they will keep quiet. So what are we talking about? Miesiala will be making statements here and there. They will not say anything. They will keep quiet. DSS will not say anything. So that is to tell you the difference between that government and this government, because they obey rule of law. They allow people to speak. They allow people to criticize them without being arrested. So if you say who was Oshomole then, because they allowed them, that was why Oshomole thrived. That was how Oshomole became known, because he was always criticizing, he was always doing all manner of things. He was always coming out. Nobody arrested him or intimidated him. Of course, few occasions that he was the sea taught him some lesson. Not that he was left totally, but at least the way he was saying or was acting then, nobody, the NLC of this day cannot do that. They can't do that. And now at the end of the day, Nigerians have now known the kind of person he is. They were all doing all of those things so that they will get into power. And he has gotten what he wanted. See, Edo there, he cannot manage. See, in his own time, he can't manage. See, the chairman, the APC chairman they give to him, he can't even manage. Quarrel here and there. Wahala here and there. Fighting people here and there. The same thing he was accusing people of godfatherism, the same thing he wants to do to himself, but he's telling babies, oh, that I don't want to be godfather, this and this and why is Obaseki fighting him? Is it not because of what he said he will not do? The same thing he wants to install himself as a all and all. Now they are fighting themselves. Obaseki will say, oh, I helped you, this and that. He had no money, they helped him. Now people will say, oh, Obaseki is the one betraying him. We don't even know most of this. And I've been saying is that a lot of things happening between those two people, which they cannot even tell anybody. They are just scratching the surface. But if you want to look at the in-depth of what their problem is, which has lingered up to this moment, everybody will be marveled, but they cannot say it. Shame cannot even let them say it. So that time, people could come out, especially Goodluck Jonathan. We saw all those people now. Things were not as bad as what we are experiencing, but every little time you will see all of them coming out, protesting here and there, protesting here and there. Oh, they will go to, what is it called, Ojota, this man to Bakari, all of them. Oh, Goodluck Jonathan. At the end of the day, what did he do? Not knowing that it was even the masses who did not even know their left from their right. A lot of people were just propaganda here and there. But at the end of the day, the same government who was saying, the same Buhari was saying, anybody telling you paying subsidies subsidies is scam. But at the end of the day, now they are removing the this when they have already satisfied themselves. After how many years? 4 years, they are satisfied themselves. They've done whatever they wanted to do, doing the same thing they were accusing the previous government of doing. Now, when they are satisfied, they are now telling us they want to remove subsidy, whether they have removed it. The same thing, all of them. This man was coming at, oh, it was a premium that they are paying. Keyamo, when he was being interviewed, that the same thing that you guys were accusing the former administration of, that subsidy was a scam. He now say, it's not subsidy they are paying premiums. You tell me, if Keyamo was not part of this government, you think he will be speaking the way he's speaking? You will see him be vibrating all over the place, but he can't talk. You see that? Oshomole, the same thing. The issue of Esme, all of them cannot say anything. They are keeping quiet. So, if Atiku is coming out to say, yes, Oshomole did not allow them, yes, because they allowed them to be protesting, be saying no manner of things, selling, what is it called? Wrong things to the people. The same subsidy now, they paid it fully, even in this their own regime. What would they say? Nothing. You see the hypocrisy in this country? You see the hypocrisy in this country? It's alarming. Honestly, it is really alarming. Okay. Someone says that Anoshomole as well prevented PDP from giving us electric power. No, don't say that. We are talking of what he's saying. You don't see, that is how they always divert attention. Based on this topic, somebody is talking about electricity. Okay, what about electricity? Do we now have electricity? You say, okay, does Oshomole prevented them from having electric power, railway, refineries, road network, and all of that, and second Niger bridge? Do we have all of them now? No. Do we have the power? Accusing Obasanjo, where's the light? How much have they spent, even as a regime, on this? Someone says we are witnesses to it all. The Jaguda who was sponsoring the protest then is now their empty-headed leader who has never got even one right local government. He fought Baba Obasanjo for rogues, failed criminals, Nigerian politicians, all of them. Of course, we can now see the ugly faces of our enemies. Oshomole's refusal, not good excuse. Atiku is talking rubbish. Only a fool will accept your story. What was your achievements in other sectors? Even if Oshomole presented you, how much was the cost of oil at the time? Who is Oshomole when you were in power? Atiku lying at his age. The arrangement now is because Dangote refinery will soon begin operation so as to fix its price. Don't be hoodwinked. Even Atiku should know this and stop this hogwash economy. Okay, the same people, the short man owned Oshomole is one of the enemy of this country. This is where the difference comes. There's a time for everything. If you had been tactical in your approach, the outcome would have been a good one. But you and co-travelers relied on fire brigade approach. Oshomole na wicked man. God will this one is fairing for him. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning what Atiku said. Leave your comment below and let's have your take.